I'm in pain, and I'm probably gonna get an epidural soon because this is getting terrible. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So if you don't already know by the title, this is my labor and delivery vlog / story time. I'm doing a story time as I didn't actually get to film all of it. I got to film parts of it because at a certain point I just didn't feel like filming anymore. I was just in so much pain. So I'm going to explain what happened, and hopefully that gets the story across and you guys can have like an idea of how my labor went. So yeah. As you could tell, my daughter, she is here now. Tomorrow she will be 1 week, so it's been 1 week, almost 1 week since she was born, and I don't know when I'm going to upload this. So the day she was born was January 3rd, 2019 at 4:24 a.m. or p.m. Is that right? And I was in labor for 23 hours, which is extreme. And I hope no one else has to go through what I went through, but yeah, let's just get on to the story. Okay, on the 2nd, January 2nd, I went in to see my doctor, my OB, and I did the regular test and everything, all the tests and stuff they do, like urine, weight, measurements and stuff. And at the end of the appointment, when he asked me if I have any questions, I asked him if he could do a membrane sweep. A membrane sweep is when they insert their fingers inside the cervix and they go around the sac and they break up the membranes, and apparently it's supposed to cause labor within 24 to 48 hours. Well, like there's a 50% chance, but yeah, it worked, so that's why we're here.
Your face is like
Okay guys, so today I had a membrane sweep around 3 o'clock 3 o'clock p.m. and I was at a 2-centimeter dilation. That's what my doctor said. And then right after the membrane sweep and I got home, I was bleeding. I'm pretty sure I lost my mucus plug during that. So what?
nothing.
And basically, stop. You're so mean. And ever since like then, I've been having contractions and they've been getting closer and closer together. Right now they're between like 5 and 7 minutes apart, around 30 to 45 seconds. And they're mostly in my back. Actually, it's like all in my back, all the pain. So I don't know if this might be my labor and delivery vlog, but we will see. So at that time I did call the hospital and asked them if I should come in, but at that point they were like, try to wait it out, you know, take a hot bath, take Tylenol, do whatever, just try to not come in the hospital at the moment because it's just too soon. So I'm still contracting, but I don't want to go to the hospital too early, so I'm just gonna try to rest, and hopefully if they get worse then I'll go, but for right now I'm just gonna try to sleep. Hopefully I can. And by that time it was like 1-2 o'clock in the morning, and they were coming a lot faster. They were more like every 3 to 5 minutes long, and at that point I was like, okay, I think we need to go to the hospital now. So it's now 2 a.m. and I'm in quite a bit of pain. We're gonna head to the hospital and see what they say, see if I'm dilating at all, if I'm in labor or not. I'm just scared, really nervous, and I don't know, I could be sent home, but it's better to know than have the baby pop out while I'm at home or something. So we're gonna go and see what they say. This might be it. Once we got to the hospital, they checked me to see how far dilated I was, to see if I'm admitted or not. And when they checked me, I actually had high blood pressure, and I was already a 3 centimeter dilation. By that point, they decided to keep me even though I was only 3 centimeters dilated, and I'm pretty sure they only keep you if you're 4 or after. But I think because I had high blood pressure and I was already at a 3, that's why they kept me and I was admitted. Guys, I'm admitted.
You want me to film you?
So I was admitted, and they had to put IVs and things inside of me right away.
Show them what you have on you. I have an IV in. She had to look away when they put it in her. Yeah. I think they're coming.
Not yet, I can't move. Because I have my monitor massage. They said I have high blood pressure right now. And I swear, Mr. Doctor was like,
Just watch. Be like.
and then your mom's like 3 times the charge. So the contractions are still the same. My doctor, he just said he's gonna put back the medicine in me.
Yeah, so you can get antibiotics.
Yeah, he's gonna put antibiotics in me.
And the baby's heart is flat again, he's gonna break water.
Yes, so if the baby's heart rate is flat again, he's gonna just come in and break my water. So that's gonna be exciting. We're on a roll. When you have an epidural, you're not allowed to eat. You can have only water.
Food transfer.
You don't get food. I get food.
He was so happy, he's like, we're getting food after.
Yeah, but it could be hours. You're probably not gonna eat for so long. Maybe the food maybe brought.
That looks like a pumpkin.
What?
It looks like a pumpkin.
Okay, this can be you instead.
It looks like a pumpkin.
So you need to go back to drawing school.
And I started to do simple exercises like walking. I bounced on the ball.
I know, but they actually do that.
We're walking this baby out.
That's cool. I didn't know they haven't had that at our hospital.
You didn't know that? I thought they had it at a hospital.
No.
Alex, how are you feeling?
I'm tired. My feet hurt. I'm hungry.
I'm still a baby.
What are they trying to steal? A pregnant woman?
You know what? They're trying to open the doors.
Hey guys.
Look at that little ball. So tiny.
Hey guys, so it's currently 6:21 and I'm bouncing on the ball. I'm so tired, but I don't think the baby's coming anytime soon. I have many hours to go. I'm in pain. And I'm probably gonna get an epidural soon because this is getting terrible. Oh. I just want to go home. Again. But after so many hours of me doing that, sitting, doing exercises, my dilation was not happening fast enough for them. So they started to put me on oxytocin, I'm pretty sure, which that's what made my labor go by a lot quicker, which it did not happen. Even at that point, I think it was like 5, like early morning, like 5 or 6 in the morning, they started to induce me, because from the point I came in at 2 o'clock in the morning, I haven't progressed. So they started to induce me. And when they started to induce me, I started to feel the contractions a lot quicker together. They were like every 1 minute. They were extremely painful, and it hurt a lot. So I did eventually call for my epidural, because I knew, like, from what people said, don't wait too long for your epidural because you don't want to, like, not be able to get it. So I called, and I had to wait like an hour or 2 hours to get it anyways, because the girl who did epidural, like the doctor that does epidural, wasn't even in the hospital yet. So I had to wait for her to arrive. I think that was like at 8 o'clock. Yeah. So I had to wait a couple hours to even get my epidural, even after I asked for it at 6. So got it around 8 a.m. and it worked so good. Like, it felt so good. And after 1 hour, my epidural actually wore off, which, like, it happens. So they top you up every, like, so often, so it doesn't wear off. But for me, the doctor who put my epidural in didn't put it in correctly, and it didn't click, like the back piece, it didn't click in properly. So all the pain I was feeling came back, but like at that point the pain was like 10 times worse than it was before I got the epidural. So I kept like telling my nurses that, like, my legs, like, I feel them, like, I feel the pain, like, it's not gone anymore, the epidural wore off. And I guess they didn't really believe me. Like, at first they were poking me here, they're like, do you feel this? Is it the same as you feeling, like, and then they poke my leg and they're like, do you feel it the same? I'm like, yeah. And then they're like, okay, hold on a minute. And then they grabbed the needle and did it the same thing. And I was like, guys, like, I literally feel everything. Like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not just asking for, like, more epidural. It's like, I'm asking for more epidural, but, like, it's not like I'm asking for more, like, drugs, because, like, I don't know. I'm not that type of person. I knew it wasn't working for me. So they said they had to wait for the epidural doctor to get out of a C-section. Like, she was doing a C-section, so I had to wait for her to finish, and that literally felt like the longest point in my life. Like, the pain that I was feeling between those times that she was, like, not giving me epidural, like, it was the worst. It was like a straight 4 or 5 hours of me just doing everything naturally, like my dilation going up, like, all natural, because it hurt. It literally hurt so bad. So by the time she got back after the C-section that she finished, she didn't put the epidural in right away. She actually started giving me, like, a bunch of different stuff. Like, I can't even remember. She was like, I don't know, she was giving me, like, fentanyl and, like, injecting me with, like, a lot, like, heavy doses, because, like, nothing was working. And I was, like, throwing up the medicine at that point. Like, I was scared for my life. It was literally the scariest point, because I'm like, I don't, like, does she know what she's doing? Like, I shouldn't be like tasting the medicine when I throw up. Like, this is like heavy doses and they're like injecting it into me. And I was still like in so much pain. And then like they finally realized like this is not working. So we're going to give her an epidural again. They Once they were getting ready to give me my epidural, I felt like this huge pressure, like huge pressure. And I was like, oh my god, she's coming. Like, I felt my body like pushing, like I couldn't control it. Like, I don't know, it was scary. I felt like the urge to push. And they checked me for dilation. I was only 7 centimeters dilated. And I'm like, there's no way I'm only 7 centimeters dilated. I feel like pushing. They're like, you're only 7 centimeters dilated. You don't need to push. And I'm like, but I feel it. So they had me actually get the epidural laying down, because every time I sat up, I felt like her head was right there. So they had me lay down while they put the epidural in me for the second time. And after they did that, like, I didn't even care that I was getting another needle in my back. It was just like I needed the relief so badly, because the pain was unreal. Like, I was screaming at my nurses to help me. Like, I was in so much pain. I had Alex and his mom like rubbing my back. I had everyone trying to like help me, but like I was like crying. It was the worst pain that I've ever felt in my entire life, and I hope I don't have to do it again, because the pain wasn't just like any normal like contraction pain. It was like all in my back. Like, I didn't have anything else but all the pain in my back. So it was just terrible. Okay, and then after they gave me the epidural, like I felt so good. Like, but then they checked me again for dilation, like right after they did it, just because I told them I was feeling so much pressure still. And I was already at a 10, like right when they put it in, like I was at a 10. So within like 20 minutes, I went from 7 centimeters dilated to 10. But they didn't have me push like right away at 10 centimeters dilated. They had me wait, because they're like, you're going to be pushing for 2 hours. She's still pretty high up there, even though you're 10 centimeters dilated. So we're going to wait. And when you feel like an extreme pressure, just buzz us. So I waited a while. Like, I felt pressure the whole time. I kind of just waited, and I knew like I didn't want to push for that long. So I waited. I had family come visit me right before I had to push. Like, it was okay. I felt the pressure. After so long, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna just buzz them to check me to see if I'm getting close to being able to push. So I got the nurses to come in, and then they had everyone leave, all my family, and they checked for dilation. And I was already at a 10, but they were like, her head is right there. Like, you are ready to push. And so they got like everyone ready. They brought in everything. They had some people leave because some people were still in the room. They were like, okay, this is the people who are staying in the room. They're like, it's go time. Like, let's get ready. So they had me sit up. Like, they got my legs up onto the thing that cuffs like under your leg, right? And then it was time to push. The pushing part was actually the easiest part throughout my whole labor. Like, having to deal with the pain was unreal, but thank God, like, the epidural finally worked the second time, that like when I had to push, like, I didn't really feel that. I just felt like pressure. I didn't feel like any pain, if that makes sense. Like, it was pretty easy. And it was like at that point, like once I hit to the point where I was having to push, it was the best experience of my life. Like, I had Alex there, I had my mom there, I had Alex's mom there. We all just had the moment to see her come out. I pushed within 30 minutes, which is actually really good. Apparently for my first baby, we did have a complication during the pushing though. When I was pushing, apparently the cord was wrapped around her chest, and no one told me, but apparently that did happen, like when I was pushing, so they had to go a lot quicker. But yeah, I'm happy like everything went okay after that. We're both healthy. And yeah. Oh my gosh. It's a long process. It was super, it was fantastic. But right after I gave birth, they had me hold her for 2 hours before they took her away because they wanted that special bonding experience between me and the baby. No one else was allowed to hold her, like the doctors didn't even weigh her or anything like that. And yeah, it was a good moment, and I'm so grateful like everything turned out okay. But yeah, and then I had these moments where like once I finally got her off, like once Alex got his skin to skin point with her, it was actually getting late. I think it was like 9 p.m. by that point, and we finally, like, everyone was starting to leave, and it was just me and Alex at the hospital. And at that point, the doctor was coming in every 2 hours to check on us. I was in extreme pain, but what was that? I was in extreme pain still, but I only got 1 stitch, which I am very thankful for. Some women I hear tear like completely, like 3rd degree like tears, but luckily I just needed 1. Really worth it. Like, I'm so happy. I'm the happiest like I've ever been. Both Alex and I are extremely happy, and I couldn't have asked for a better experience and a better baby. She's super chill. Look at her. She's so chill. She's beautiful. But yeah, I'm so grateful. And yeah. So I will let you guys meet the baby girl. So this is Vanessa Alexandra Gomez. She's so adorable. And yeah. Say hi, Vanessa. Say hi, baby. She doesn't look like me. A little bit, you know. Do you guys think she looks like me? I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye. Say bye. Say bye, Vanessa. Bye.
You're gonna avoid it.
Did you poop before we came? You're gonna poop.
Oh.